Today I'm going to walk you through the steps that you need to do in order to set up your Facebook page correctly and also to increase the engagement on your Facebook posts organically. So to get started, whenever you set up a brand new page, the first things you're going to want to do will be to add your logo in the picture section here, and then also add a cover photo. So here's some of the best ways to do this. If you don't already have a logo, the best thing for you to do is head on over to logomaker.com. You can create a free logo and only pay for a logo once you decide that you like the design. This is how easy this is. You're just going to simply click Make a Logo. Then you're going to choose your industry, and it's a simple drop-down box. So for this example, we're going to do real estate, and we're creating something for a fake page that I made just to show realtors exactly how to do Facebook correctly, called Joe the Realtor. Once you've input the text from your logo, this is going to give you several different options that you can select from in order to find the right logo for you. This just simply appeals to me, so I'm going to select this particular logo. And then from here, I'm simply going to select which option I like best, and I like this layout better than anything else. Then you just simply save your logo. You can even get business cards direct from the same site if you want. All pretty simple. And then you can also get a free domain name with this as well, which is pretty cool. The one thing I do want to point out though is in the bottom here, it will cost you $14.95 a year. So it might not be the best way for you to get your domain name, but it is something that I just wanted to point out to you. So we're not going to get a domain name for this right now because this is going to be Facebook exclusive. And then you simply confirm your email, create a password, and then you'll be able to order your logo. Once you've done this, you can get all of your downloads here, and then you'll be purchasing all of these things for $39.95, which is actually a very, very good deal considering everything you get from this particular service. So that is how you're going to get your logo to put on your Facebook page. Once you have your logo, you're going to go back over here to your Facebook page and simply upload that photo. We're going to go into the correct file. And typically whenever we're doing a Facebook page or anything like that, we create a specific file for each client or person or business. So you see here, you've got all of this already uploaded, and then simply save. And then once that's done, you will have your profile photo. The next thing you're going to do is get your cover photo. And one of the best ways that we found to do this that is very budget friendly is heading on over to canva.com. All you do here is you simply select exactly what you need, and it will create the perfect size for whatever it is that you're wanting to post. So you've got your social media posts, you've got Facebook app, Facebook posts, just tons and tons and tons of different options here that you have in order for you to select the absolute right thing for you. And there is an option on here for a Facebook cover photo, which is exactly what you want to do. And again, all of these will be perfectly sized, which is exactly what you want. And then over on the left here, you have a bunch of different options that you can select from. Now, some of these are free, others are paid. So you've got different layouts that you can use. Now, for the sake of this example, we're actually going to upload our own photo. So to do that, I'm going to move the screen over so you can see the exact process. From the Canva menu, you're just going to navigate over to Uploads and then select Upload Your Own Images. Now, for the sake of this example, we do use a service. This is a paid service so that we have our stock photography, but this will automatically resize whatever it is that we want to put in this screen. Now, since this is kind of a nice spring picture, we're going to upload this photo as the background for this particular timeline photo. Once this is uploaded, you simply select it, and then it's going to automatically place it within your design area. Here in the design area, what you're going to do is just drag it to make sure that it turns into the size that you want. And ultimately, with this, you're going to want to make sure that it just takes up the majority of the screen and kind of shows exactly what you want it to show. Now, this photo in and of itself would be pretty gosh darn plain, so we're going to want to add some text to that. To add text to your photo, simply select the text menu. Now, the cool thing about this is there's lots of different text options that you can just put right in your photo that are completely free, that are already kind of formatted for you. So you can make it look, kind of cool. So it's a neat way for you to be able to, create something that looks pretty neat and different. So what we're going to do right here is we're going to use this one just because I like it. And then you're just going to type in your text, and then sometimes it can be a little difficult to select the subtext, but that's okay. Just kind of move it where you want it. There you go. And it will automatically resize the text, which is pretty cool as well. So now we've got this. We're just going to kind of move this up so that it looks really nice and pretty. And then after that, we're going to add a little bit more text or an element. So here's the cool thing that you can do with this. If you wanted to add, say, like a call to action button on here, you can do that by selecting any of these free images. So you can really get in here and make a very cool custom graphic however you want, and then even, do a quick little call to action button. So you can just take this, resize it, make it look really cool. And then what we're going to do here is we're just going to put our Facebook handle on here because this is something that we're only doing, again, for Facebook. So we're going to add a heading. We're going to drag this over here, and we're going to say @Joe the Realtor. Boom. Now, we notice this font is a little bit too big. It didn't automatically resize, so we're going to resize it. Then we're just going to move it down. And now you have kind of a cool looking header timeline photo for your Facebook page that looks pretty professional. And you can do a lot with this. I mean, you can literally go in here, change up your font, kind of just make it however you want to make it. So you've got a lot of options on here that you can just choose from. Like, I like Oswald as a font personally, so we're going to use that one. And then I think we're going to bold it. But you have different options on here that you can do pretty much anything you want with. So, if we want to make this look probably just a little bit better, we're going to make this a little smaller. And we've got a really cool cover photo that's got pretty much all the pertinent information that we want to use for this particular Facebook page. And then from here, we make this super simple. We just click the download button, and you're downloading, and you've got a completely free Facebook timeline photo that is exactly the right size. You didn't have to pay anybody to do it, and it's just a great way for you to get this done, and done on a very professional looking level. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to add our cover photo. So we're going to upload a photo, and then we're going to find this here. There's our cool looking Facebook cover photo. We're just going to upload that to our page and hit save. And that looks pretty badass. So there you go. The next thing I'm going to do is go into our settings page. And this is where setup is going to get a little bit more complex. Now, when you're managing your own business page, I would always suggest that you pin it to your shortcuts, because when you're on desktop or laptop, you'll see this page appear in your shortcuts. Now, there's other better ways to do this too that I'm going to show you as we get more in depth into this, but this is a great thing for you to do right now. Page visibility, you see pages published. Page verification, pages not verified. Now, this is an important thing to note. Verified pages always, always, always perform better organically than unverified pages. So the next question is, how do you verify a page? It's pretty simple. In order to verify a page, you simply need to list your business phone number, and then you say, call me now. Facebook is now going to call with a verification code. Now, here's the rub. If your number is used on any other Facebook business page or is not a publicly verified number, you might not be able to verify your page with Facebook on the phone. So this is the way that you can do an alternative verification. You verify with documents. When you do this, you can use the items listed here, and you simply upload the file to Facebook. It will take them sometimes a week, almost up to a month, depending on how busy they are, to verify that documentation and approve your page. So if you want to do it with your phone number, I would suggest using a different phone number than one you have listed with another Facebook page, or using say like a Google Voice number and forwarding that to your cell phone. So that's just something to be aware of, but you definitely want to verify your page. That's very, very important. The next thing you're going to want to do is select visitor posts. So we selected anybody can publish to the page and anyone can add photos and videos. Now here's where you're really going to have to start paying attention. You do want to set a preferred audience for your page because that's really going to help you with organic targeting. So you want to make sure that that's turned on. People can contact your page privately. People can help you manage photos and tag photos posted on it. So I would say anybody can tag photos and videos, unless of course you start getting people doing obnoxious things. And then anybody can tag your page. That's good because that increases your visibility. Page location for photo and video frames. Yes, absolutely. Page is visible to everyone. Page is showed to anyone. You can do kind of a moderation if you don't want certain words on your page. That's fine. And then you can also turn on the profanity filter. For this example, we're going to put it to medium. And then whether your page is recommended to others, yes, you definitely want to do that. Page updates, definitely. You want to post those to your page so that your, fans will know what's going on. And then pretty much, all of this is already set the way you need it. But the main things are you need to go in and just check these settings, follow along in the way that I posted, and then set them up that way. Now here's something a lot of you may or may not know. With message settings, you can have a response assistant. So you can actually have this set up to when people message your page, they will get a personalized message back and let them know that, hey, you're going to get to their message as soon as possible. You're not there right now. And you can change this however you want. So you can say, thanks for your message. We're not here right now, but we'll get back to you soon. And this is what it shows. So here's somebody messaging your page. Here's your response. Just saying, hey, we're not here right now, but we'll get back to you soon. This is awesome. And then instant replies for anybody who messages your page. So you've got already set up an auto response that goes back to people, and you can change this as well. And it always gives you an example of what it looks like. So it's pretty cool and able to, giving you the capability of really automating your page. And then your messenger greeting as well. So when somebody messages you, you'll have an automatic message that comes up with that too. So, it'll be one of those 3 messages that goes out to someone. So, for example, when you set your business hours and someone messages you, the response assistant will automatically message them back and say, hey, we're not here right now, but we'll get to you as soon as possible. Really good for setting boundaries with clients. And then, thank you for messaging us. We'll get back to you soon. And then showing a messenger greeting as well. So I usually turn off the messenger greeting. I leave the instant reply on, and I leave the response assistant on as well. Sometimes I'll change these up depending on the business to say, hey, for faster service, please call us at, or for faster service, please email us at, and then that way somebody's got that call to action as well, so that they're getting in touch with you on your preferred platform in addition to their own. The next thing you're going to want to do is edit your page. So this is where it can get a little bit confusing. Facebook offers different templates for your page. So if you want to see which templates are offered for your page, you have the standard template, and you see that that is your current template here. You have a business template, and it'll even tell you that this is recommended. A services template, which is recommended here. shopping, venues, politicians, restaurants, and cafes. For this particular site, we're going to select services. You view those details and then simply apply that template. And then you say, okay. And it will change your primary call out buttons. It'll change all the stuff that you need. And then you can go in and really kind of drill down and say, okay, I'm going to do services, reviews, shop. Not necessarily needing as an agent right now. There are some things I'm going to show you in further trainings where you can actually monetize that section of your page. But for right now, we're going to turn shop off. Offers are fine, but we're going to probably leave this one for right now. Photos are great. Videos, posts, events, also good. About, likes, and then you also have the option to post jobs to your page. Now, if you ever want to add a tab to your page, very simple. Just select Add Tab. There you go. You just add that tab to your page, and it will be there on the left-hand side as you're building this particular page. So that takes care of the Edit Page section. Post attribution. You always want to post as that page, so you just make sure that that is set up appropriately. Notifications, it's going to give you an option of what type of notifications you want for your page. As you can see here, they're all turned on by default. I suggest leaving them that way. Page roles. This is another thing you guys might not know even exists. So you can create an admin for your page, but you can also assign new roles to your page. You can create somebody to be a moderator. So for example, if you want to outsource and hire somebody to do part of your social media management, you can make them a moderator where they can go in and monitor comments and reply to comments and things like that as your page. Can also create an advertiser account. This is somebody who's specific to doing advertising for your Facebook page and only the advertising for your Facebook page, and that's paid advertisement. An analyst, somebody who can go in and kind of drill down, look at the analytics, all that good stuff, but not have the access to change any of your admin things. And then you also can get a live contributor. Now, this is somebody who can contribute live video to your site. So as you're growing your site and as you're growing your network, there's different roles that you can provide people on this page. So to show you how easy this is, we're going to send an invitation to the husband, and we're going to make him an admin. Now to do this, you simply just re-enter your password, and poof, that person is now an admin on your page. Very simple. The next thing we're going to look at is people and other pages. This gives you an opportunity, if you need to block someone from your page if they're being offensive or abusive, but it's going to show you all the people who have liked your page as well. And you can also assign different page roles, remove from page likes, or ban from page. Now we're going to get kind of deep into this. So this is where it can get a little bit confusing, so stick with me here. The next thing we're going to do is set our preferred page audience. And the reason we want to set our preferred page audience is so that the right people will get the most exposure to your page. So there's a few things that you have to know in order to set your preferred page audience and how to find and target the right people for your industry. So the first thing you're going to do is select the preferred page audience. Now, because we are doing this locally, we're going to choose San Antonio, Texas. So you're simply going to type that in here, select San Antonio, Texas, and then you're going to select your service area. So cities within the radius of 25 up to 50 miles, we're going to choose 50 miles, and it's going to show us that entire radius on a map. So that's pretty cool. Now, if you want to change a radius, you just drop the pin in a different location. So if you wanted a 50-mile radius over this way, this way, this way, or this way, you just drop the pin and it will change the circle. We're not going to do that for the sake of this particular page. We're just going to leave it as is, but you do have that option. Now then, you're going to select your preferred age range, your gender, their interests, and their languages. Now for this, we're going to choose English, and you can choose other languages if you want. So if you're bilingual, you could say Spanish, Dutch, German, whatever other languages you speak, but that's just an option there. So the next thing we're going to do, So I'm going to teach you how to use audience insights so that you can find and target the right people who are going to be the most responsive to liking and engaging with your page. You're going to go to your Facebook menu, and then you're going to click on your Ads Manager. From your Ads Manager, you're going to go up to this hamburger menu, and then you're going to scroll down to Audience Insights. From here, you're going to select your audience. For this example, we're going to say everyone on Facebook. Then we're going to drill down into San Antonio, Texas, just like that. And we're going to say real estate as an interest. Now, this is not just going to show you who's interested in real estate, but it's also going to give you a lot of insight as to who your ideal customer is going to be. First off, we're going to look at age and gender. So we don't have a whole lot of engagement from people on real estate between the ages of 18 and 24. So we don't want to target that age group between 18 and 24. The sweet spot is actually between 25 and 64 years old. Your absolute sweet spot is 25 to 44, but you don't want to eliminate the people who might be interested in downsizing their homes. So what we're going to do with that is we're going to go back to our Facebook page, and we're going to select the minimum age of 24 and the maximum age of 25. And then we're going to save that setting. From there, we're going to go back in to Audience Insights, and we're going to start talking interests. So this is going to give you some insight into these people's lifestyles. Are they, firmly foundation? Are they comfortable? Different things that they're interested in. And this is going to give you some insight into who you want to target. Now, here's a really cool thing. If you notice, the majority of these folks are married, but you can select these different columns and actually create an ad around this later. So what I tend to do is kill two birds with one stone. As I'm doing the targeting, I'm going to select the people who are most likely to buy and who are going to be my ideal customer, and just drill down on that as I explore their interests. And as you can see here, it's going to actually populate over here what's going on my Facebook page for my audience. So then here you see their job title: veterans, military, government employees, legal, business, and financial operations. So if I wanted to target, for example, veterans and military buyers in my ads, government employees, this is going to give me that option here in their job titles. So I've got government employees, I've got veterans, and I can do military as well. So it just depends on who you want to target on your ads later on, depending on what type of segment you want to go after. So that's something important for you to remember as you are going to save this audience once you're done, as you're going through and actually adding interests into your Facebook page. So here's where you're going to get a lot of insight about the people in this particular area. So what you want to do is uncheck the job title, and then you want to see their page likes. So it's going to show you their top page likes. So these are going to be their interests, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to take these page likes, just like this, and then we're going to search these interests. So we're going to say KSAT. Boom. We're going to do that again. KSAT, KSAT 12. We're going to go back over here. Ken's 5 is another one. Then we're going to go News 4 San Antonio. There's another one. San Antonio Spurs. If we can type, I'm going to go that. And this is going to give you some other things that you can target as well. HEB is another big one that people are targeting. So what this is going to do for you is once somebody likes these other pages, when they like these pages, they're also going to be more likely to be exposed to your page as well as a suggested related industry. So this is very, it's a little bit convoluted in how you're adding interest because it doesn't always have to do with real estate. But then again, people who like real estate like a lot of other things. So you're also going to put Target, Amazon.com, and Walmart. Just like that. Now, when you're taking on an ad, you can even drill down to how many pages that they liked, as well as what type of device they're using. So it's going to show you who's using what. So you've got 11% on desktop or 47% on desktop and laptop, 52% mobile only, and got 59% on iPhones, iPads, 37% on Droids. So when you're selecting your audience, you can definitely target these specific platforms. So for example, you might not want to target desktop only because there's not a whole lot of people who are in this particular realm who are going to be doing desktop only ads. So it's important for you to know this before you're taking out a Facebook ad that's not going to fall flat. The next thing you want to know is household income. Now guess what? You can even drill down on household income to your desired client. You can say, I want them to make between $50,000 and $75,000, $150,000 to $2,000, whatever it is you want. So you can totally drill this down and say, this is the income level that I want to work with, and take it from there. So you have these different things here. If you want to include a few others, you can do that. You see how these light up again? And this is really going to show you a lot of where your sweet spot is at as far as income goes. You can even drill down to home market value. So if you want to target people who have a $200,000 to $500,000 home, guess what? You can do that. And you can even target their net worth. So, I mean, it's pretty cool. You can target renters. You can target, all types of different things when you're creating this audience for your ad that's going to be the most responsive. Not a heck of a lot to do with targeting organically on your Facebook page, but it is something to be cognizant of because you can also tell what their purchase habits are, which is great because it's going to tell you, are they purchasing online? Are they purchasing, how much are they purchasing online? You can see 53%. It's a pretty big number. And then you can see what they're purchasing online as well. So different things that you can look over. If they're in the market for a vehicle, it's going to tell you what type of vehicle they're in the market for. So there's really no end to the amount and level of targeting you can take on an audience. So from here, you're just going to save that audience and keep it for ads later on. But for now, let's go back to the targeting on your Facebook fan page. So you've gotten a pretty decent targeting list from this, but here's one way to take it a little bit further. I always put in the city's name and then put in whatever's going to come up on here. So you have all of this stuff that's giving you suggestions. And there you go. So you have all these different other interests to where anytime these pages are exposed to a user on Facebook, your page is likely to get up there in the rankings as well. So it's smart when you're doing local targeting to really look at these types of things and say, okay, what's relevant to my industry and what can I select that people will be most likely to respond to in my local area. And this is a great jumping off point. Now you can drill down even further than this, but for this example, this should give you enough to chew on for right now. And this is another cool thing that you can take advantage of. You can see the estimate here is a little over 1 million people, which is great. So you've got that targeting pretty much drilled down to the population of San Antonio where you need it to be. So that's a pretty good way of doing things. The next thing you're going to want to do is look at partner apps and services. Now this is something a lot of you neglect to do, and I don't know why. Because when you have these options here, you've got these different things on this that you can do. Okay, Facebook request time. People can schedule services direct with your Facebook page for free. So all you have to do is add services to your page to do that. And we're going to go through that as we go a little bit further on. For restaurants, you can do delivery, order now. You've got front desks where people can book your service. Now, these are all paid services, but you can simply, put these on here, and, you've got quotes that you can put in for contractors. I mean, there's literally no end to the different types of things that you can do with your Facebook page to make the experience easier for a customer. You just have to do them. The next thing you're going to want to do is connect your Instagram account, because Facebook does own Instagram. So one of the easiest ways to do that is once you've created your Instagram account, you simply state add account or create a new account. You can do it direct from this page. So you've got add existing account, create new account. We're going to create a new account. And then you simply hit confirm. But because this mobile number is connected to another account, it's not going to work for this. But that's really just essentially the way that you're going to do it. And then you've got Instagram set up so that whenever you take out a Facebook ad, it will also be taken out on Instagram congruently. So it makes a lot of sense. The next thing you're going to do is go into your features. So you can add featured likes, and you can also add featured page owners. So if you wanted to add some featured likes, you'd go in and you'd say, hey, we're going to add all these folks as our featured likes because we like them and they like us. So that's a win-win. And then you can add featured page owners as well. And this will be displayed on the left-hand side of your page. This is only if you want somebody to know that you're connected with that page or have that connection with your personal profile. That's completely up to you on whether or not you want to do it. I am not doing it for this page, so that's just something else for you to be aware of. Cross-posting. If you have a relationship with another Facebook page that has a larger following than yours, this is where you can upload video and it will automatically cross-post to their page and vice versa. So this is where relationship building really does come in handy when it comes to setting up your Facebook page. There's really nothing that we have to do with this one right now, but it's just something to bear in mind. Page support inbox. This is where you can see all of the replies from Facebook if you have page support, if you need some page support. Place tips. Now, if you have a physical location, this is important for you to note. So when somebody checks into your business, they're going to automatically get a welcome note. And it's going to say, hey, thanks for giving us, your time. Thanks for stopping by, blah, blah, blah. You can use the description of your business, or you can write a custom message, whichever one you prefer. And then also include your Wi-Fi access for guests that come and see you at your place of business. So now that we've gotten through the settings portion, we're going to go back to our page and we're going to do a little bit more work. What's cool about Facebook is it's going to tell you exactly what you need to do in order to help you increase engagement. Now, what it's not going to do is give you some of the secrets on increasing engagement. That's what we're here for. But it is going to give you some different things that you can do in order to increase the engagement on your page. But if you have questions, you have these handy little pop-up tutorials to where you can say, hey, this page has this page has that. Because it doesn't have a website, we're going to close that one out. But it's even got a total tutorial on how to create effective posts. Now, there's some cheating that I'm going to give you guys with this one to make your lives easier and automate your business. So we're going to cut that one out. And then you can invite your friends to like your new Facebook page, which is always a great way to get those things boosted. So you've got different things on here to say, hey, this is what we've got going on. And it will walk you through these steps, literally step by step. But what we're going to do is kind of the same thing. So what we're going to do next is go to the About section on the left-hand side of your page. Now, what we're going to do here is we're going to say we're going to edit the categories. And we're going to say real estate agent, real estate service, and we're going to save. You want to select at least up to 3. Then we're going to edit our page description. So what you're going to do here is just pen a description about your page. And to do that, I'm going to say Joe the Realtor is a full-service real estate agency located in beautiful San Antonio, Texas. We sell the Alamo City like no one else. Now, ultimately, what we're going to be doing with this page is turning it into a real estate agent lead generation service where agents can purchase leads from us, because I just want to show you that it's really, really easy to do this on Facebook, and it's a lot easier than what most of you tend to think it is. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take the phone number out. We're going to take the email address out. Now, when you are doing this for your page, I fully expect you to have a phone number, put that in there. Your website, put that in there. An email address is really up to you. And then if you want to do street address, you can do that. But after each change, you just simply want to save your changes. And then you can say open on selected hours. So if you want to say Monday 9 to 5, whatever your hours are, and then that's going to go back into your messenger settings from earlier. Then you're going to go into your contact, just double check all this, location and hours, and if all of that is done and set, you're done with that section. Now here's where it's going to get a little bit more in depth. So you want to edit your business details. So what price range do you work with? Is it, low, medium? So we're just going to say this for right now. And then what kind of parking is available in front of your business. You got your email, your website, and you can even add other accounts. So as we grow this, we're going to add the Instagram, the Twitter, the Snapchat, the Kik, the Pinterest, all of this stuff can be added to your page from your About section. Your Impressum is really only relevant for companies that are in the UK or in Europe. It's not really necessary for US companies, so don't stress about this. But if you are in Europe or the UK, it is important for you to know that. And then the next thing you're going to do is create a page username. There you go. So there's your page username, which it isn't eligible for because it doesn't have other contact details. So you have to put in those contact details if you want something to be eligible for the page username. The next thing we're going to do is add a couple of services. Now for real estate agents, you're going to say, for example, buyer consultation, free. We provide free buyer consultations to anyone interested in buying a new home or a home that is new to them. We work with current homeowners and renters. Now, we always want to add a pretty photo, right? So what we're going to do here is leverage what we have in our Billion Photo resource, because I know I've got something with a happy family, kapow, boom. We're going to add that beautiful stock image in there. We're going to use that photo and we're going to save that service. So that's a pretty cool way of being able to just get that done, super easy, and you can actually add that service to your page. So you can add another one if you wanted to do home selling consultation, free. We provide a home valuation and CMA free of charge to potential sellers, as well as a cheat sheet on how to sell your home fast and for top dollar. Boom. Same thing here. We want to find a beautiful photo that we can use with that is reflective of a home seller, and that looks good to me, so we're going to use that photo right there, and then we're going to save that service as well. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to change this button because Joe the Realtor doesn't have a phone number right now. So what can we change the button to? Let's take a look. You simply go back. You can say book services, request time, add button. And this is that request time feature that I showed you from Facebook earlier. So what you're going to do now is you're going to test it and you're going to make sure that it works. So you simply mouse over it, hit test button. It's going to pull up your services menu. It's going to give the availability, let them give you their availability, whatever other info they want to give you, and allow them to send you a message request direct from your Facebook page. So if you don't know how to get leads from your Facebook page, guys, this is how you do it. It's not hard, honestly. It's just something you've neglected to do. So there's kind of a little trick on increasing your engagement in that way as well. With that said, the next step in this process is going to be giving you some tips, tricks, and hints on how you can automate your posting to really reach your audience at the absolute best time. Now, if you don't have any likes on your Facebook page yet, it's going to be very difficult for you to pull up insights, okay? Your insights are going to show you the actions on your page likes, your reach, your engagements, and this is something you can look at whenever you want, okay? So the next thing that you're going to want to look at in order to establish the perfect time of day to post on your page, this is actually going to show you the right time of day and the best days to post on your page. Now, we don't have any data here yet because we don't have anybody who's liked our page to date. So what we're going to do is go with the basic Facebook knowledge that between 1 and 4 p.m. tends to work best for most people. So we're going to start with that, and we're going to do that for a week. We're going to see how that performs as we grow this audience, and then we're going to adjust as necessary. Now, to do this next bit, you are going to have to purchase a tool. It does cost $19.95 a month. It's very well worth it. I use it like crazy, and it's going to make your life a heck of a lot easier. So you've got your page essentially set up at this point. You have your photos done. You have a way for people to message your page with appointment requests, making your life so much easier than having to go back and forth with somebody, or be on the phone with them or miss a call or whatever. You've got something that's right there in your face, easy for you to respond to, and something that you can do as you're growing your business. So it makes sense for you to do it. Just do it, change it up, make it work. And now let's talk about what to post, when to post, why to post it, and how to increase your engagement while you do it. Now, as this page grows, we will be using examples and blogs direct from this particular page and actually automating those as well. But for right now, what our objective is to start posting content that people will like and want to share, be inspired to share, and also gain some traction and some traffic to our page. So we've taken all the right steps to get set up to begin with. Now we're going to talk about posting. So this is a tool that I use, and it gives me probably the best possible leverage of anything else out there. Now, because I'm going to be automating this particular page and campaign, the way we're going to do this is, first off, we're going to evaluate hashtags. And the way we do that is we simply put in a hashtag here. If it shows up in gray or in blue, it's not the best hashtag. But if we couple it with this, it's going to show us that, hey, these are shared. These have a lot of engagement if images are involved, 291% to be precise. 10K are using links, and then the tagging other pages is at 172%. So that's really good for exposure when it comes to things like that. So if you're posting something for a job or an assistant or something like that, it's important for you to know. So now we're going to try another hashtag. I'm going to try real estate as a hashtag. Sometimes it gets a little glitchy, but that's okay. So if the real estate hashtag shows up in green, we know that it's a good one. We also know realtor is a good one. And then we can see some other ones here that may or may not be the greatest hashtags in the world, but you can use things like realty. So what we're going to do is we're going to copy these, and we're going to put those to the side for right now and just kind of save those for later. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to go into something called generate content. And what this is going to do is allow you to search news, images, videos, pages, and influencers. This is particularly important as we're starting to post a campaign that we're putting on autopilot. And I'm going to show you why. So if you were, for example, running a news site, these would be some great things that you could put in there and schedule as Google Trends. Now you can put these in your content mixer, or you can schedule a one-time post. I'm going to show you how to do that. But what we're going to do is we're going to look up a page that posts some really great content. You've got your feed link. You can preview that content feed, and it's going to give you a lot of different things on here. And then you can load that feed to actually see what's posted here. And these are some great real estate images. They're very funny. They're very engaging. It's things that, you know, people can post here. It's great, and it's things that people are inspired to share. So you can see here which ones are performing the best. If you wanted to pick and choose one, for example, you just simply do this. You enter your web page URL and you simply click add it to queue. Now, the nice thing is it's going to take their information, and then you just add those hashtags that, remember, we save for later, and then you just add it to your queue. Now, we're not going to do that because we want to put this on autopilot. The way we're going to do that is save this feed to our content mixer. Now that we know it's saved, we're going to go into our content mixer, and we have this feed content. So what we're going to do is change the settings on this. Now, if you have MailChimp or GetResponse or Aweber or something like that, you can create what's called a Rockley campaign, which allows you to put a lead capture form in every single article that's out there. So you will get that lead capture form and it will go right in to your autoresponder. And that's something for a little bit later, but right now we're just showing you how to use Facebook on autopilot. This is a very, very, very powerful tool that I promise you is worth every single dime you will spend for it, and the amount of time it's going to save you and the headache and hassle it's going to save you as well. So you're going to go into your settings. We're not going to select a Rockley campaign for this because we do not have an autoresponder set up, as I know many of you probably don't yet, so this is important. Now we're going to say we don't want any more than one post a day. Do we want auto post to notify us? Maybe. I mean, this is when you have like over 1,000 likes or shares in 30 minutes on anything, and that way you'll get an email so that you can automatically jump on and post that content that is hot and viral right now. You can filter content that has a link. If it has a link, you can, you know, say I don't want it to post. If it has no link, you don't want it to post. If it has an image, you can say you don't want it to post. If it has no image or no YouTube video. So what we're going to do is say we don't want it to post if it has no image. You can shorten the content of the caption as well if you want to. You can combine several posts into one. If you're going to post to WordPress, Blogger, Tumblr, or Shopify, I mean, this thing has tons and tons and tons of things that you can do with it. If you want to replace certain words with other words, you can do that. If you want to add text before posts and add text after posts. Now, this is where we're going to get back into increasing engagement. So you're going to say, if you like this post, please hit the love button and share it. And we're going to put that before every single bit of content that's already there. After the post, we're going to put in our hashtags that we went ahead and already took the time to discover, in as much as which ones are performing the best. And the nice thing about this is you can go in and change these campaigns at any given time. So now you're going to preview these results. And then as something is pulling up, it's going to allow you to say, hey, here's what it would look like. So you've got quick PSA. It's got, you know, the hit the love button. And the reason for hitting the love button, by the way, is because if somebody hits love on your status as opposed to like, the algorithm automatically recognizes that with a higher ranking than just the like button alone. So you want that call to action of hit the love button, show some love. Now once this content settings are saved, you can run the search and it's going to show you what it'll come up with, and it's going to show you exactly how it's going to post when you do it. Now because we want to put this on autopilot, here's what we're going to do. We're simply going to click the auto post button. Now FanPage Robot is going to go and find every single post that is relevant that I just put in here, and kapow, it's going to automatically fetch that for me one time a day. Now that being said, we don't just want to take things that are funny and post them. We want to post relevant content as well, things that home buyers and homeowners will find useful. So to do that, we're going to go back into generate content, and we're going to take something from one of the best playbooks on Facebook, which is Realtor.com, because you can see you've got 340,000 likes, 26,000 people talking about it. So it really just makes sense to leverage some of that content. So we're going to go ahead and preview all of these different things, and it gives homeowners and home buyers some really good relevant information. It's not biased, it's not skewed to you, it's not skewed to anybody else, but it just gives you a little bit of an edge when you're putting your content on autopilot. So we're also going to save this feed to the content mixer. And we want this one to look just a little bit different than the last one. So what we're going to do here is go into our settings. We're going to say we don't want any more than one post a day, and ultimately you don't want to schedule any more than 1 or 2 posts a day at this point, because you will get penalized for the less engagement that you have by the changes in the Facebook algorithm. So you're going to say only auto post or notify me if something has over 1,000 shares. That way you know it's hot. If it doesn't have an image, we don't want it to post. And then we're going to add some content before the post. Check out this great info from Realtor.com and leave us a comment with your feedback. See, now we're trying to boost engagement on our page by using that call to action. And of course, we're going to be using the hashtags. We're going to break it down to just using 2. And then we're going to save these settings. And we're going to hit auto post. Now what this is going to do is it's going to fetch content automatically, and now we have our minimum of 2 posts a day that are scheduled. Now here's how else this tool is incredibly beneficial for you. You've got days and time ranges for auto schedule. Now here's a cool thing. You can suggest best time to post, because we don't have a lot of data, is between 9 a.m. and 8 p.m. So you have these different things on here that are saying when the best time to post is. So we have different options. So it's going to automatically schedule these posts that we have into these different things. Maximum posts per day, we're going to say 2. And then you can also go in here and connect a Twitter account, a Tumblr account, a LinkedIn account, a Blogger account, your Google Plus page, your Instagram to auto post, your Pinterest page, your WordPress, your Shopify, and add a watermark to your pictures. You can even, if you have a team, add a sub account and have other people help do your posting with you. This is a very, very, very powerful tool that I highly recommend, that literally puts your entire Facebook fan page on autopilot and will help you increase engagement by putting the right calls to actions in, the right content that is popular already around the web that you can leverage, in addition to giving you the capability of having your email campaign locked in with viral posts and having different ways of putting your fan page literally completely on autopilot. There is one more thing I want to show you with this, and this pertains to video. Facebook really does not like YouTube video anymore. So if we wanted to generate content, things that people are inspired to share, for example, we go in and we would type that in and we would search video. So it's going to show you social media videos, but you can also search Google videos. So you can take this one, and this is one I've seen. It's actually pretty funny. You can preview the video if you want, or you can schedule this to be posted. And, you know, if you want to get really funky with it, here's the cool thing. You can put your hashtag in there. But here's where it gets very, very interesting. This comes from YouTube. We know that Facebook doesn't like YouTube, but Facebook does like things that are posted direct to Facebook in video format. This tool is so powerful, it will fetch the video direct from the page, and it will make it into a Facebook video. So it's going to post just like it was uploaded completely organically to Facebook, even though it's a YouTube video, and we're going to add that to the queue. And guess what? When you go over here to posts, you see you've got 51 posts already scheduled, and here's the post that we just scheduled right now. So you have this on here, and when this posts, it's going to transfer this YouTube video directed to a Facebook video, which is really going to help you when it comes to ranking organically and boosting your organic reach on Facebook. So there are still ways to do it. Those are a few ways that you can get it done. That's how you set up your Facebook page appropriately so that you can increase your organic likes. I hope you found this helpful. If you did, please hit the love button and share. I've posted all the resources to the content that I have used in a separate file. So what I'm going to do is put that above this post so that you can reference those things, the 3 different tools that I used when it came to using the logo creator, Canva, and then also the social media auto posting software that we are using. So if you have any other questions, please leave them in the comments below. Otherwise, love this video and share away. Have a great day.